If you went over to my channel right now and you checked it out, you'd see that my last video was uploaded 6 months ago, with the video before that being uploaded 7. Today I want to talk about why I quit YouTube, not as some kind of apology video of where I've been or anything like that, but because I think that for some people in my situation who are making content and wondering whether they should quit or not, they might want to hear someone's perspective who actually went through with it. Also, I know it's kind of hypocritical because I haven't uploaded in 6 months, but if you want to subscribe, you're free to, you should. But for anyone who hasn't gotten to know me yet, which is most of my fan base, hi. I'm Bill Black. I'm Oh No, He's Here. Late 2020, early 2021, I made a YouTube channel where I did a lot of impressions. This YouTube channel, in fact. Did pretty well. I got to about 50,000 subscribers. I don't know what the channel's at now. It could be higher, it could be lower. But for a little while there, I was decently successful on YouTube. I know that a lot of people now don't consider 50,000 subscribers to be a big number, which I think is stupid. Back in 2006, if you wanted to be in the top 100 subscribed people on YouTube, then all you had to have was 500,000 subscribers. So if you're judging by 15 years ago, I was fucking made. I've always been creating on YouTube. I think when I started, I was in like 8th grade, 9th grade in like 2011. And if you really searched, you still wouldn't find anything on this website that predates like 2017 for me. But I always loved to create. I would do dumb little high school vlogs, weren't produced at all, shot on a Kodak PlaySport. I had a gaming channel that was literally just me recording with QuickTime Player and screaming at Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. And I always had the fantasy of one day growing up and being big on YouTube, but it was never at the forefront of anything that I created. But before I talk about why I quit, I want you to know why I started this channel. I had uploaded on a personal channel early in the pandemic and burned myself out really quickly. I didn't make anything for a few months, but personal circumstances came up and suddenly I was going to be moving. I hadn't had a job since the pandemic ended and I wanted to save up some money, so I decided to make a new YouTube channel. One designed to blow up and one that could earn me a little bit of money as a safety net as I was making this move. But I was worried it was going to feel like work if I just became my own boss out of nowhere and tried to motivate myself to make content I wasn't passionate about. So I tried to combine my content style with something I was already interested in. At the time, I was just getting into the Dream SMP streams, watching Wilbur Soot's videos on it, and 2020 was kind of the Minecraft YouTuber's dream year. While everyone else was rolling in the dirt having a miserable time, anyone uploading a Minecraft video was skyrocketing. So I thought, yeah, I can do this. And I combined a little bit of stuff that interested me, like voice acting, which I had never done before, but had always been on my bucket list to try. So I kind of found my own little niche. I was making skits that were decently similar to things that other people were making, but I was bringing my own thing to it. I was trying new voices. Technoblade shouted me out, which was crazy. And after a month or two, I was monetized and I had about 30,000, 40,000 subscribers. I plan on talking about my strategy to become an actually successful YouTuber in a future video, but for now, to chalk it up. What was different about this channel for me, and I think the first reason why it failed, was for one, because it was the first channel I created not on the impetus of just wanting to create something. The real reason I made Oh No, He's Here was because of the move. Sure, I added my own spin and did little things that I thought only I could bring to the table later on, but that all came second behind wanting to make money. I was trying to build a house on a foundation of just mud. And don't get me wrong, I had fun making this channel. I think the most exciting aspects of making it were the things I didn't expect. Fan art, for one, was kind of surreal. Meeting people who I still talk to, despite having not uploaded in 6 months, who I genuinely consider friends now. At first I planned to just get in, get out, but all those little pieces of appreciation and humanity that I found in other people, I should have expected, but I didn't. And it made making this channel worthwhile for as long as I made it. But I did quit. And you might have thought by now that you've guessed the ending. The move didn't happen, so I didn't need to earn any more money. And it didn't happen, but that's not why I stopped. For personal reasons that I don't feel like Philip DeFranco jumping right into right now, that move not happening took me to a really bad place. Probably the worst place I've been in my life for a good month. And all I really had to keep me focused during that time was this channel. From mid-December to mid-January, all I did was work on Oh No, He's Here. All I would do was sleep too long, forget to feed myself, and do a Technoblade impression. And all things considered, this is NPR, it was a good thing for me at the time. It kept me focused. It was like a buffer. And it helped me through probably the darkest period of my life. Getting fan art, meeting new people, voicing Schlatt on the Dream SMP animated series, that made all the difference. And by my last week of uploading regularly, I was suddenly uploading 1 video a day. Some of my last videos were some of the most successful ones I ever put out. Now, I live in the middle of the woods. It's a miracle I have good Wi-Fi. And someone came to visit me, a friend who I hadn't seen since the pandemic started. And the first person who I had come to visit or had come to visit me for a few months. And I scheduled a few uploads. I think my last 2 videos were scheduled and I had recorded them beforehand. That's how on top of my shit I was. I'd never had a backlog in my life before. And we just turned the Wi-Fi off and just didn't interact with the internet for 2 weeks. I think it was supposed to be 1 week, but we were just hanging out, having a good time, and it just kept going. During that time, I had put aside days where I was going to work on Oh No, He's Here, but suddenly I had another person to interact with. And faster than I could have imagined it, all impulse to work on Oh No, He's Here went out the window. All it took was seeing another person in real life, and I realized I didn't need to chase Oh No, He's Here to be happy. So when that person left, I stopped. I tried uploading one more video a month later, and it genuinely made me want to gouge my eyes out making it. I don't think it's a bad video, I just had a miserable time trying to make content again. So I didn't. I worked on other things. I got a different job, took some freelance jobs doing commercial edits and filming theater performances. I just found my happiness somewhere else. And if you really want to make YouTube, then you should. But if you're finding yourself in a place where you're stuck and struggling to put out content and you're not sure why, you don't owe anyone anything. If you're trying to make content for other people, you have to first make it for yourself. At the end of the day, if you're not putting a little bit of yourself into what you make on YouTube, you're functioning as a robot. You also need to take a step back and think about why you're making the stuff you're making, why you started making it. Are you happy with it now? And if you have lost your spark, is continuing to make content gonna help that? I know a lot of people complain about the algorithm and how if you stop uploading, it's going to tank your channel. And that's true. And the algorithm is pretty unforgiving for people who don't have productivity ingrained into their brain. But I think what matters the most, and why I'm going to start making content again on this channel, is knowing how many spoons you can give out. I don't know who said it, someone will comment it, but my friend who came to visit me talked about this mental health thing where I'm gonna paraphrase to holy hell. You have X amount of spoons that you can put your energy into, you can put your happiness and productivity into, and you can only give so many of those spoons away before you don't have enough spoons for yourself. I am certain that is worse than the SparkNotes version of what the original thing is. But if you're just making content and putting it out into the world and you feel like you're getting nothing back, if you feel like you feel worse after making a video every time you're making one, then the answer isn't always to push through it. Obviously, I don't know your situation, but it's okay to stop, because stopping doesn't equate to giving up. And giving up on making content doesn't equate to giving up on yourself. So all in all, to sum up, nothing is permanent. When you're in really high spirits and you feel good, you have the fleeting feeling where you think you're always going to feel like that. And when you're depressed and you're feeling really low and down on yourself, you feel like you're always going to feel like that. Similarly on YouTube, quitting is very rarely a permanent thing, and you're allowed to do it. I'm gonna start making content again. I haven't uploaded in 6 months, and I, for once, feel happy and excited and relaxed about the content I'm gonna be making from now on. And if you really did miss this channel, then thank you for sticking around. I'm anticipating this video not doing very well, but I don't really care because I know that the people who matter will watch it. And if you have been missing out on Oh He's Here and you want to watch a few videos that you might not have known I had made, or a few videos you didn't know I was in, then click any of the videos on the screen right now. I'll see you guys next week.